Are you among those of us whose biggest weight loss battles are fought at night? If you know, you know. Hey loves, welcome to Fitness with T-Gates. This is a safe space in which I cheer you on to not just live but enjoy your best life to the fullest by lighting your scented candle with mine. Remember, this is a no judgment, no pressure. It's a positive zone. This is just me holding your hands and lifting you up so you and I can do better, because we really can. So if any of these tips resonate with you, please hit the subscribe button, like, share this video, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments, because just like you're listening to me, I would really like to learn from you also. So let's get into it. Midnight snacking. Now, this thing about midnight snacking, it's a real struggle. Midnight snacking is a real struggle. Now, if this is your first time of watching, a little history into my weight loss story. So I was overweight and I decided I was going to lose about 20 kgs, and somehow I started doing everything I could. I read a lot. First season I actually did ketogenic diet. At another time, I just decided to do more of protein. So you might want to call it a protein diet, predominantly protein diet. At another time, I started working out. My favorite workout equipment, like if you would have been around here for a while, is the elliptical machine. I also like the treadmill, but then at some seasons when I couldn't be around where my machine was and there was no gym around me, maybe I traveled out of station, I actually just walked, paced about in my room. Sometimes I lifted weights, but lifting is something I'm gradually getting into. But back to the story, I lost about 15 kgs. I was doing really well with intermittent fasting and portion control. But fast forward, shortly after COVID, I gained back everything I had lost, exactly everything I had lost. And I was like, what? So here I am now on my journey to losing the same 15 kg, and I invite you to join me. Let's do this together. I don't know how many kgs you're set to lose, but we can do this together. Yes, we can do this together. Now, midnight snacking, that's where my biggest battle was, because I can be doing well all day long. If it's on the day I'm doing my intermittent fasting, I'll be staying away from food during my fasting window. I'll be very good with my portion control on the days I'm eating, dotting my I's, crossing my T's, drinking my green tea, minding my business, just being a good girl, generally being a good girl. Then would come night. When I say night, after dinner, I've had dinner, the official dinner for the night. Then comes 9 p.m., 10, 11, 12 midnight. And hey, I'll start hearing red velvet cake, ice cream with the crushings, cheese pound cake, suya. I'll start hearing all manner of ungodly things at that unholy hour. And guys, it was a big battle. Yes, because on most times I will not lie telling zone. I cannot lie to you. Most times, yes, I succumbed. I did succumb, and the weight kept piling. You know what I mean, right? Okay, so a few things I did to overcome this was: one, I started going to bed early. I set my plan and I started going to bed early. You see that unholy 9-10 p.m., I started avoiding it. Like my people will say, jumping and passing. Yes, I started jumping and passing it. It didn't meet me awake. So since I was sleeping, I was good. So I just started going to bed early. The next thing I did was, for the period I couldn't go to bed early, maybe I had work or one thing or the other that kept me awake longer, I started providing healthy alternatives. Since I know 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. would come, I don't want to get to 9 p.m. and be surprised that my cravings have come. I mean, I was having these cravings almost every day. So what I did was to prepare for the cravings in advance. So I shopped intentionally so that I had healthier alternatives in advance to satisfy my cravings. Now, what I did was I had things like smoothies. I usually do like a batch of smoothies and freeze them up. So whenever I feel that, I just bring out a cup and I'll be good. My favorite smoothie mix would be the watermelon, bananas, and sometimes pineapples with a dash of ginger or mint. Now, for some of my friends I've spoken with, watermelon is bad news because it spikes up their blood sugar. So I'd like you to experiment with a couple of things, find out what works for you, and please go ahead and make your healthy frozen smoothies. Something else I had were like cashew nuts. The cashew nuts are great. Not ground nuts, cashew nuts. There's a huge difference between the two of them. So I used to snack on cashew nuts and I could do a lot of that and I'll just be fine. Now, the best of them all for me was popcorn. You see, popcorn is you eating your cake and having it. Popcorn is fantastic. Now, when I say popcorn, please, not sugar loaded or caramel popcorn. Homemade popcorn, homemade popcorn with just a sprinkle of salt on it. That was it for me, and I could have loads of that, and by the next day I'll still be good. So guys, what has worked for you? How have you faced, or rather, how have you fought and won the battle of midnight snacking? I would really like to know in the comments. Something else I had healthier drinks, one of which was Zobo drink. Yeah, the hibiscus drink. Now, in my own case, I didn't have it sweetened with sugar. I used either honey or dates, and it's wonderful. So guys, I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. How have you fought and won your midnight craving battles? I would really like to learn from you. Remember to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with a friend or two that are going through weight loss issues, and I know we are going to meet at the other side of victory because we've got this. There's no falling off the wagon, guys. We're staying on until we see our results. So until my next video, guys, thank you so much for watching.